Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about a very fundamental concept in JavaScript. Operators in JavaScript allow us to perform various operations on values and on variables. And this operation includes operations like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. But that's not all that we have, right? We also have several different categories of operators in JavaScript. We have arithmetic operators, we have logical operators, we have assignment operators, we have many more. First off, we have the arithmetic operators. They are pretty much used to perform mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and operations like that. Arithmetic operators are pretty straightforward, and they are the backbone of any mathematical computation that we want to do in our JavaScript code. First, we have the addition, used to join or add two numbers together. It's also used to concatenate strings. We have addition plus, let sum equals to 5 plus 3, sum will be 8, just the same way our normal addition works. And then we have the subtraction operator, the minus, let difference equals to 10 minus 6, our answer will be 4. We have multiplication that uses the star sign, let product equals to 4 times 7. If you do 4 times 7, that operator is going to return the product for you. And then we have the division operator, 20 divided by 5, that will give you 4. We also have the modulus. The modulus returns the remainder of a division. That operator returns the remainder of a division. So if I say let remainder equals to 7 modulus 2, our result is going to be 1, because 7 divided by 2 is 3, remainder 1. So it's always going to return the remainder. And then we have exponentation. It is literally raised to power. We all did raised to power in mathematics. So what it does is that it raises the first operand to the power of the second operand. So if I say let power equals to 2 exponential 3, so it does 2 raised to power 3. That's 2 times 2 times 2, which gives you 8, right? And then we have the increments. That is the double plus. It is like a count. It adds up. He adds 1. He adds 1 to the original number. If I say let's count equals to 0, and I now say count plus plus, counts we start to increase by 1. And then we have the decrement. It decreases by 1 as well. Next up, we have the assignment operators. The assignment operators in JavaScript are used to assign values to variables, and they can help you to perform operations on a variable and store the result in that same variable. Let's look at assignment operations in action. First, we have the assignment operator, which is the single equal. The assignment operator assigns the value on the right to the variable on the left. You will use this a lot. Let x equals 6. You are using the assignment operator to assign the value 6 to variable x. And next up, we have some compound assignment operators. They kind of combine assignment and an arithmetic operation together. First off, we have plus equal. Plus equal is called addition assignment. It adds the value on the right to the variable and assign the result to the variable. I don't know if that makes sense. So if I say let x equals to 5, and I say x plus equals 3, what it does is that it adds 3 to 5, and then x will become 8. So the result of this x plus equals 3 will then be 8. And then we have the subtraction assignment. It subtracts the value on the right from the variable and assigns the result to the variable. If we have let x equals 5 and we have x minus equals 2, so what it does is that it subtracts 2 from x and then assigns that new value to x. So our result here will be x equals to 3. Our x will then be 3. And we have the multiplication assignment, the star equal operator. It's, of course, it follows the same pattern. It multiplies the variable by the value on the right and assigns the results to the variable. So if we have x star equals 4, our x will become 20. We also have the division assignment, the slash equals operator. It follows the same pattern. If we have x equals to 10 and x slash equals 2, it will perform a 10 divided by 2 for us, and x will now become 5. And then we have remainder assignment operator. It is, remember modulus in the basic arithmetic, it does the same thing. It divides by the value on the right and returns the remainder, then assign that remainder to our variable. For example, if I have let x equals to 10 and I say x remainder equal 3, so our x will now give us, it will calculate behind the scene 10 divided by 3. 10 divided by 3 is 3 remainder 1. So our result there is 1. So x will become 1. And of course, we have the exponentiation assignment. This one raises the variable to the power of the value on the right and assign the results to the variable. For example, let x equals to 2. If x exponential equal 3, that would be 2 times 2 times 2. Our x will now become 8. But also, please note this down, we also have bitwise assignment operators. We are not going to be talking about that in this video. Just note that we have that. We have bitwise assignment operators. They are also very important, especially if we are going to start to solve least code question. I needed them when I started to solve least code question, but we are not dealing with that in this video. Now let's talk about comparison operators. They are used to compare two values and they return a Boolean value, that is true or false. If the comparison is correct, they return the true value, and if the comparison of the two values is incorrect, they return a false value. We have so many operators under the comparison operator. We have the double equal, that means equal to, it checks for equality in value, and we have the triple equal, it is also called strictly equal to. It checks for the value and it checks for the type. We have the not equal to, we have the strictly equal to. Let's see them in action. Let a equals 5, let b equals 10. Console.log a equal to b will give us false because 5 and 10 are not the same value. So if we call the equal to, which is the double equal, on them, we get the false result. Let's use the not equal. If we call console.log a not equal is exclamation mark and equals to. A not equal b, that is correct, so it will return true. A is not equals to b, so that's correct, it will return true. If we call the strictly equal to, that is the triple equal. Strictly equal to console.log a strictly equal to b will give us false because a and b are not similar in value and they are also not similar in type. So that comparison is wrong. It will return false. And we also have the strictly not equals true. It checks for both the value and the type. If I say a is strictly not equal to b, that is correct. That means a and b, on the value level, they are not the same. On the type level, they are not the same. And then we have the greater than. It works the same way we know it works. A is greater than b. That is not correct. Our a is 5 and b is 10. So that will return false. And we have the greater than or equal to. A is greater than or equal to b. That is also false. We have the less than. A is less than b. That is true. A is less than or equal to b. That is also true. You're going to be needing comparison operators a lot for making decisions in your code. You're going to be needing them in your if statements and in your loops. So it is good to know them by heart. And if you don't know them by heart, at least know what they are used for, right? Logical operators in JavaScript are used to perform logical operations on expressions. And just like comparison operators, logical operators also return a Boolean value. So they can be true or they can be false, and they are majorly used to make decisions based on different conditions. We have three logical operators. We have the logical and, the logical or, and the logical not. The logical and, it returns true if both operands are true, otherwise it returns false. And then so if we have a equals to true and b equals to false, if you console.log a and b, you will have false because both operands are not true. And then we have the logical or. The logical or returns true if at least one operand is true. So if one is true and the other is not true, logical operator, unlike and, the logical or, unlike the logical and, we still return true. So if a equals to true and b equals to true, the logical or will return true. But if both are false, the logical or will return false. And then we have the logical not. the logical NOT inverts the Boolean value of its operand. So if the operand is true, it returns false. If the operand is false, it returns true. It's basically like the interpretation, the English interpretation of the words and, or, and not. And if both are available, you use and. So if both are true, the and operator returns true. And or, this or this, either one, right? So if one is true, the or operator returns true. And then not is like opposite. If what you are using it on is true, it will return false. If what you are using it on is false, it will return true. So that's that for today. We have covered arithmetic operators, logical operators, comparison operators, and assignment operators. These operators are useful for performing mathematical operations, for making decisions, and for manipulating values in your JavaScript code. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notification for more tech and coding content. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.